You did tell me the story though, about a time you went into an abandoned hospital
Mm-hmm.
and you found something there that wasn't supposed to be there, and this did end up on the news, right?
Yes, yes, that was another crazy exploration. It wasn't exactly an abandoned hospital; it was a medical school. So yes, there was like hospital equipment there, but it was a medical school where medicine students would train on. It was also a private medical school in the middle of Warsaw, and it went bankrupt, and that's why it was abandoned. And yeah, the owner didn't really take care of anything after abandoning it and after going bankrupt, so everything was left inside. I was surprised that they didn't even like try to sell anything from inside, like any of the medical equipment. Also, it was we went there right after it was abandoned, and we heard that there is access to it. Someone broke a window or something like that, and there was an open access straight from the sidewalk. So we went there pretty early, and yeah, everything was there, the equipment was there, and as we went into the top floor rooms, there was an archive where all the documents of all the students that attended that school were there, like all of their personal information, their scans of their IDs and things like that. All of that was just like scattered around the floor, and like just you had full access to it. Some people, obviously, as the building gets abandoned, a lot of kids go in there. They start to vandalize, they start to break stuff. They go to the roof. That was a very tall building. It had like 10 or 14 stories. So people would like throw around these documents, go to the roof and throw it off the roof, and the documents would just fly down on the street, right? Just all floors of that school were filled with personal documents of students. And yeah, that became a big thing that Polish news covered. And as we were the first ones to post a video from that building, I was asked by the Polish news to like go and appear in their news program to talk about this place and talk about how accessible it is to everyone, how it's open, and how people go in there and explore it. And yeah, that's what I did. It became also loud about this place because some kids went in there and got drunk, and one girl fell into an elevator shaft and died. So
Oh my God.
yes, so besides the
Was
whole,
that after you went there?
it was after I went there, and it was already after that news program that told about the documents. The place became even more popular after the news covered it, and more kids started going in there and doing stupid stuff, and one of them fell and
So
died.
the story didn't lead to them like cleaning out the building or anything?
Nope. And it's
Oh, wow.
it's still abandoned.
Is it still there?
It's still abandoned. Yes. Nothing really happened after the news covered it.
At least everyone knows you can go get medical documents now.
Yeah. But also that brings me to also the thought of why urban exploration was so interesting to us, and why I loved it most was how you can see the lifespan of an abandoned building and how short it is in terms of like how quickly stuff gets destroyed in it. And like finding a really nicely preserved abandoned building is like, that's the goal, right? That's like, you have to find it right after it was abandoned, preferably if it's like a really old building that was abandoned a couple years ago, or not even right after it was abandoned, but like if it wasn't accessible for many years and it's still very well preserved, and it's like a time capsule from a different era, but it's still well preserved and not destroyed. That's the best thing to find a place like that.
So you're talking about preservation there. Are there rules to urban exploration, like that you don't take things, or?
Yes, exactly. The whole saying, or like a motto of urban exploration is take only pictures, leave only footprints, right? So you only preserve memories from that place, only take pictures, and you don't leave anything. You don't steal and you don't destroy, right? the people who treat urban exploration seriously or somewhat seriously, they try to follow that. But a lot of people who go into abandoned buildings, they don't even know what urban exploration is. They just go there to have fun, have some beers with their friends, and spray stuff on the walls. So yeah, those places get destroyed very quickly, and that whole rule of urban exploration is meant to preserve it, so as many people as possible can see that place in the state that it's in.
So that was a driver for the YouTube channel as well, since you not only got to document it, but you also had a place to show it to everybody.
Yes, exactly.
You also touched on the idea of like just the fact that you're saying that like you would get there and then it would be destroyed weeks later. Was that ever as a result of your videos? And then there were other urban explorers, I imagine. So was there any competition between you guys to get to the best places or to keep them secret if you'd find them?
Yeah, I mean, I could talk for a long time about the urban exploration community, or at least how it looked like when I was doing it. So it was around like between 2016 and 2018, let's say, because there was a website, a Polish website that was especially made for urban explorers. And it was a website where everyone could add coordinates of a place, add like a profile of that place, recent pictures and comments about how to get there, where is the security guard, and like what time he's there, and where is the hole in the wall where you can go in. Everything was there, and like updates about every place, from every month or every week, people would write updates, write reviews about those places. So yeah, there is a whole community of urban explorers, and they share the locations of the places, but also there is a rule not to share it publicly, right? So you share it between each other, just so you can, share those cool places and go there, but you don't tell it publicly where this place is. So we usually wouldn't do that. We usually would just say, hey, we are exploring this abandoned palace in the region of Poland, but we wouldn't say the exact location. And yeah, people would sometimes comment under our videos that we cause those places to be more destroyed because we show them. But at the same time, you have to weigh those two things. Like, you either just don't show it at all and nobody gets to appreciate that place or pictures from that place, or you show it people but you risk other people trying to find it.